Hey everyone, Matthew here. Um, Doing the book review for the series Twilight. That's including Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, and Breaking Dawn. I'm doing it all at once because I started reading the series actually before I started doing the reviews, and I don't really have the time to reread each individual one, and I just don't have the patience to reread right now because I have too much to do. Anyways, it's closer. A little better. Um, as most people know, because a ton of people read it, I forget how many copies it actually ended up selling. Like, it was some huge number. But anyways, it started out, Bella Swan moving to Forks because her mom married another guy and they were moving to Florida because he was a baseball player. And so she moved in with her dad and she got her a truck, the people with the junk. It was something to drive. Um, Her childhood friend, Jacob Black, uh, introduced himself to her, saying that he guesses they used to make mud pies together, which is horribly corny and kind of funny in a way. But anyways, then she she goes to school and she doesn't really know anyone. She's clumsy. She meet she meets Edward, and at first Edward can't stand being around her because she smells too good, and he wants to drink her blood, which that's the vampire thing. And she figures out what he is, and she's not scared or anything, and she's rather intrigued by him, and their romance starts out. I rather enjoyed book one. It was definitely something that really got me hooked from that book. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to finish the rest of the series. The series overall was really well written. Um, New Moon was interesting because it introduced the werewolf factor because the Quillet tribe members shapeshift into wolves to protect against vampires, and Edward ends up leaving her because he feels that it's better for her. But then he has to come back because he, well, first of all, she goes cliff diving and she thinks he's dead, and he goes to get killed by the Voltaria, which is like the vampire royalty. And she goes to keep him from doing that, and then they agree with the Voltaria that they will turn Bella into a vampire because no human being can know actually about them because they live in a life of secrecy. So that goes down, and in book 3, Bella and Edward end up getting married, and it goes on about that and their honeymoon, which I thought was rather graphically read. but it was enjoyable and the same. Um, in book four, goes into how she's pregnant with this half vampire child, and it almost kills her because it's sucking the blood from her. And then they figure out if she drinks the blood, then it won't kill her anymore. It doesn't really want to because it loves her, but it needs to live too. And they take the child, I guess you could say, C-section, and then Edward turns her into a vampire. And it goes into this big thing with um, Volturi finding out about this half vampire child. They think it's an immortal child, but it's really not. So it's a big misunderstanding, and there's almost a big fight. But it all got worked out in the end. Um, Bella and Edward ended up living happily ever after that. I thought that the books at the fourth book actually ended a little open-endedly, as if they should make another one, like to do with Renesmee and Jacob together because he imprinted on her. But I kind of don't think they'll do that, even though it was left that way. But it's wishful thinking. Um, I plan on seeing the rest of the movies. I've seen the first two movies already. The third one's coming out very soon. Um, the series overall was definitely a huge hit. Everyone pretty much enjoyed it, except for those that think it's too girly, I guess. But I'm into a lot of stuff like that, so fine. Um, that's all I've got. In the middle of reading the book The Lost Symbol by Dan Brown. I will hopefully be doing a review about it soon. I'm on chapter 50 something, and I'm about halfway through, so it has a lot of chapters, but it's a good book. It flows pretty well, and the chapters really aren't that long. Alright, hope to see you soon.